Wifey podcast, live and direct here in Oakland at Hyphy Burger. Very excited to introduce our guest today, an individual who truly represents the Bay Area in his hometown, Oakland. I've got so much respect for this guy, and I would love for you guys to learn a little bit more about him. And just like how I'm not just one of those typical ego-driven business owners, I'm here to inspire others. He's not just a food blogger. He's an inspiration to many, including myself. A lot of you guys may know him as Bay Area Foods. Welcome, Darian. Woo! Cheers to that. We're going to dive right into the questions. Okay, let me take a sip of this real quick. Smacking, as we would say here in the Bay Area. Smack, smack. Okay, question number one. What were you like as a kid?
As a kid, I was always creative, very friendly. I was born in West Oakland. I actually grew up a block down from where we're currently at the current Hyphy Burger. We're here at Hyphy Burger, y'all. We're in Oakland, California. This is the first location. Opening soon. We're not open yet. We invite the Hyphy Wifey podcast to be the first ever podcast shot in Hyphy Burger. We ain't even open yet, y'all. So it's only right because it's the Hyphy Wifey podcast. We in Hyphy Burger. We in the Bay, so we got to do it the right way. Back to the question though. So as a kid, growing up and down West Oakland, walking down these streets, I can never even imagine being where I'm at today. I had a best friend named Dad 4000. He's a rapper. We both used to go around the neighborhood playing sports. I played football for the East Bay Warriors. I played softball for Babe Ruth. I went to Instant High School in Alameda. As I got older, I used to throw parties. I'm on Rockstar Hip Hop. I used to have a group called the YBs. A lot of people know about the YBs. So I had like a lot of motion and different things that I was doing way before I even started. I was like doing music.
Okay.
I was doing music before I even did any food stuff at all. But I didn't want, like, music wasn't me.
Yeah.
And I felt like everybody in my neighborhood where I was from, it was like either, in order to like be somebody or be something, we either sold drugs, played sports, or pimping.
Yeah.
Because we in Oakland. So, and none of those aligned with how my mom raised me. You know, so none of that none of my values aligned with any of that. But that didn't mean I couldn't, still be popping. That did not mean I couldn't figure it out and have my own lane.
Yeah.
So, like as a kid, I was always creative. I used to create my own backpacks. I used to design and paint my own shoes. I just always had some type of gift of being creative.
Yeah, and being yourself and not being afraid.
We're sitting in one of another creation.
Yeah.
As an adult, it's like a creation as an adult. But I've always wanted to create things as a kid. So this is just me at an adult level.
Yeah, imagination.
Yeah,
imagination. So
everything
powerful.
starts from the imagination. That's why I always inspire other people.
Number two, tell us more about Hyphy Burger and what's to come. Also, please elaborate. Not even just for me, I'm sure there's a ton of people also wondering about the Hyphy buzz. Can we actually rent it out for our birthdays? Can we take it on a tour around the town?
Good question. Hyphy Burger, there's only so much I can say because we're not open yet, so I can't get everything out. But it is something for the community, and I'm not just the only person that has part in Hyphy Burger. There's a team of us because without a team, there's nothing. I can't do everything by myself. Just like for everybody needs a team.
Yes.
So a part of this team, one member of this team named Zach's TV, and he is really a fan of, he really resonates with the Hyphy movement, and he really is a big fan of Mr. Fab. And he wanted to make sure that we pay homage to Mr. Fab as one of the honorary fathers of the Hyphy movement. Mr. Fab is one of the biggest pillars in Oakland, one of the originators. And Hyphy Burger is about paying homage to the Hyphy movement, the culture of Hyphy, from the music, not only just the music, but full entrepreneurship. There are so many pieces of this that goes way beyond just music. It's about the entrepreneurial, the spirit of entrepreneurship. That's what this whole Hyphy thing is. All the way down to our ingredients, all the way down to our uniforms. I have a friend of mine named Jay Norm. He's been doing airbrushing for so many years. He airbrushed so many people's shirts and designs, during the Hyphy movement till today. I had him do our uniform, and he's a part of, even to the tagging the building. We had Looney tag. So they're just different aspects.
Yeah, and it's all super intentional.
Yeah. We don't want this to be like, we want this to be for the Bay Area.
Yeah.
That's what the Hyphy Burger is for. It's for the culture of the Bay. So Zach went to get the bus. We got the bus. On that bus, we ride around. It's like marketing, billboard. I thought it would be a cool idea if we can dine on the bus and, people want to come get their Hyphy burgers, get their stunning shades. They can take pictures on the bus, and eat their food. Maybe even have a podcast on there, like, something like that. Or if we do catering, we can pop up somewhere, do a pop-ups and turn it up. There's different things that we can do with that. But it's all about marketing. Marketing is very key, It's very crucial. So that's one of our marketing pieces.
Yeah. Well, okay, right into question number 3. What do you think the Bay needs more of?
Unity.
Yes.
Right off the bat, I think the Bay needs a lot more unity. The Bay Area is a beautiful place.
Yes.
It has so much potential.
So much.
There's so many great artists that come out the Bay Area, so many great designers that come out the Bay Area, so many great creators that come out the Bay Area.
Yep.
But it lacks unity. The culture lacks unity.
Yes. Collaboration.
In so many ways, collaboration.
Support, love.
And a lot of it is like ego driven. There's so many egos to where egos hinders them from being great, from working with others, collaborating with others. Because everybody here in the Bay Area, everybody want to be him. Yeah. Everybody want to be her. Everybody want to be that person. Everybody want the spotlight on them. But the world don't work that way. Hyphy Burger is Hyphy Burger, but I'm not the only one doing it. I had to collab and work with other people in order to make it possible. That's why you have to work with a team. You have to work with others. And I feel like the Bay Area lacked that in so many avenues and aspects. However, the first thing to do is address a problem and acknowledge there is a problem. And we're not the only ones that's feeling this.
Yep.
The second thing is about what are we going to do about it and putting action to it. And starting with things like this, it takes individuals such as ourselves, such as you with the Hyphy Wifey podcast, sharing your platform, with people such as myself. I appreciate it. We appreciate it, and I'm pretty sure it's reciprocated. And it's something that it needs to be contagious throughout the Bay Area, and I feel like that is something that we definitely got to work on.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, so outputting more of this, but also getting people to feel how genuine it actually is.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, there is a different way of being and a different way of succeeding versus just being ego-driven and just thinking it's all about you and you gotta be the greatest. Like, I couldn't do any of this podcast without a strong team. Like, shout out Violet and shout out my sister Kimberly. Like, the best. Hey, it takes a full team. If you want to be good, you can go by yourself. But if you want to be great, you really need a team. And there's enough room for all of us to grow. So, we got to lead by example, but it's all about doing it in a genuine manner. It's something that you have to do, out of your heart. Be intentional and be purposeful and be positive and kind. We get what we get. So,
whatever you put in, that's what you get out of it. So that's a reflection. How you treat others.
The full circle.
The full circle.
Question number 4. What are some tips you'd give someone who wanted to start their journey as a content creator?
Just go for it, that's what I did, just jump into it. It's more of a thing now, so I know a lot of people's taking it serious.
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend today, and he has a good talent. He has a really, really good talent, but he lacked one thing. And I told him, man, this is one kid who's blowing up off a song talking about I'm trying to make a little too bad.
Oh yeah.
You're talking about you have talent, but you lack consistency. And consistency is the one thing in the recipe that's needed in order to be successful at anything. You gotta be consistent.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter you can be the weakest motherfucker on the planet, but if you're consistent enough, you can make it work. So consistency that's discipline. In order for anything to be possible, you gotta be disciplined, you gotta have consistency. And what else?
I think just not like fear what other people think.
People always get caught up in the mindset of, oh, people gonna think that this about me, people gonna think that about me.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, look, bro, you think we'll try to make a two-band stick give a fuck with anybody
Yes,
says?
exactly. And so many people related to it because we just trying to make a little too big.
He's being reasonable. One nigga being reasonable.
Yes.
2 bands a day
Yes.
adds up. He ain't asking for much.
2 bands a day keeps the doctor away. You know what I
If
mean?
he's consistent at it,
And persistent at it.
that's where it is. So I mean, that's like. Even with your podcast, you know, just being consistent episode after episode.
Yeah.
I think that's the most difficult part about anything. Is just staying consistent. Consistent, being disciplined, and ignoring other people's thoughts and opinions about you, your craft, and your creative, whatever you're creating. Do your own thing.
And whatever you do, give it your all.
Give it
You
your
know?
all. And don't be afraid to fail.
Yep.
You know, like
Oh,
don't
yeah.
be afraid. If you scared to fail, then it ain't for you. You know, don't expect it, but don't be afraid to fail. Like falling is how you learn. I feel like even this, you have to take risks. You know, you might fail, but you never know. You have to give it your all. You have to put some type of effort into it.
And you learn so much from each failure, and nothing else could have taught you that.
Fail often is what I was taught. Fail
often and fail forward. Don't let it
forward.
hold you back, and don't sit in it.
I like that.
Okay, question number 5. Who's had the greatest impact on you throughout your journey?
I thought I had one person in mind, and then I immediately corrected myself and said, no way. One person has an impact on me. The people have the greatest impact on me. Like, there's no way one person has an impact, because there's so many times where I be wanting to give up, or, you know, just don't want to do stuff, and then I'll go outside and be like, oh shit, bro, there ain't food. Can I take a picture? They don't know what the fuck I got going on in my life, you know? But, however that person viewed me, that happens like all the time.
Yeah.
So that gives me the motivation I need, that relieve me from any doubt that I have about myself, you know, because so many times I'm like, man, what? I don't even know what I mean to other people. I don't even know my own self-value sometimes. But when I go outside, other people remind me of that.
Yeah.
So those are like the people is my biggest inspiration. Just knowing that I have purpose, that I mean something. Because if it wasn't for the people, I'd be nothing. Like that's why I love the people. I always respect people as much as possible, because I never see myself like above anybody or anything. I respect and appreciate everybody for those reasons. Like they're the people is the reason why I am who I am today. So many people have inspired me and had a big impact on me.
Yeah. Question number 6. How would you best describe entrepreneurship in 3 words?
I forgot to think about that one. Entrepreneurship in 3 words. Entrepreneurship is, well, we already brought up the teamwork thing. You know, that's number 1. Because I've tried many business ventures.
Yep.
And none of them is possible by myself. So off the back, teamwork as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
With having a team, you gotta have good leadership as well, and good leadership is like respecting your team.
Yes.
1,000%. Like without the team, there's no leader. So good leadership.
I think definitely like learning and evolving, because you wouldn't have known what good leadership is when you first started your entrepreneur journey, you know? You had to learn throughout the way
Oh yeah, I had to learn through working on like my previous jobs. Cause like my first team was working like my BAYAREA FOODZ team.
Yeah.
And pretty much just taking all of that knowledge from like my previous job, I used to work at Wells Fargo, I used to work at Kaiser. But taking all of like my knowledge and skill sets from those jobs and applying it to my own business as an entrepreneur was extremely vital. And I feel like I went through all that, I learned all that for a reason to how to operate today. Even like in this establishment here, knowing how to communicate with the team, communicate with people. Communication is everything.
Everything. That's why I'm like, I always hated like public speaking. I would get super nervous and shaky. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna do a podcast because I hate it so much and it makes me so uncomfortable that that's how I'm gonna grow. And I feel like so many like strong leaders, communication is essential. Like for your team, for teaching others, for leading the way.
Communication
is everything.
Communication is
everything.
No matter what, maybe relationships, you
Yes.
gotta communicate.
Everything.
Relationships at work, you gotta communicate. Business, you gotta communicate. But as an entrepreneur, you experience so much. Like there's so many words I can just throw in there. I can throw so many words in there, but those are some good key ones that I would definitely highlight.
I agree. Love them. Okay, question number 7. During hardships, challenging times, setbacks, what keeps you motivated and keeps your head in the game?
Good question. Challenges, things that keep me afloat. I pray a lot. I pray a lot. Going back to like being an entrepreneur, is gonna make you pray a lot. Yes. Well, your faith is gonna be on the mill. Crazy. I think being an entrepreneur has extremely built my faith up in God so much. And I don't be knowing when the next dollar coming through or where it's gonna be at. But God be right on time every single time.
And if He wasn't, it was for a reason.
For a reason.
Everything happens for a reason.
This was supposed to be open like 2 or 3 years ago. This was supposed to be a cheesesteak. So much happened over this to now. Like, we just switched it now. It's Hyphy Burger. This is going to be something totally different. But time, permits. Time was able to allow us to make all of those mistakes. And God was like, y'all were supposed to do cheesesteaks anyway. You were supposed to do smash burgers, and all the signs were there.
Question number 8. How would you best describe who you are today?
Who I am today. All right. Today, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out who I am as a person. I know that a lot of people view me as BAYAREA FOODZ, as a food blogger, content creator, all these different things, and they're great things. I think I'm still just a young entrepreneur from West Oakland, just trying to, I'm very humble. I'm a humble person, so my personality speaks humble, down to earth, and I'm always going to be this. I've always been this person since a kid, always been honest, always been genuine, and that's just what I've always been. My mom raised me to be that way. My mom raised me to just always respect people, be a man of God, and believe in myself, always stand up for myself and others. And I'm not self-centered at all. I love the people. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about community. I'm all about happiness, unity, bringing people together. Like, that's what makes me happy. Things like this, bringing people together, that's what makes me happy. So that's kind of like who I am.
Well, that's what makes you, and you're an amazing individual.
Thank you.
Yes. Number 9. What is your greatest takeaway from food reviews if you stop doing them today?
If I stop doing food reviews today, that's a really good question. So many people are like doing food reviews now, and I never even imagine so many people would be doing it the way they're doing. I've been doing it for like 7, 8 years, you know. Just even before Instagram was like doing video, I was just doing posting pictures and stuff before Instagram even had video. So just to see it transpire and seeing like so many people enjoying what I was doing, it's amazing. You know, seeing so many people's lives being changed and impacted in a positive way off of, you know, they say I started it. You know, I don't even feel that way. But it's what other people, they always thank me and say, man, you know, you're the GOAT, you're the legend for all these people doing all of this. So if you know, me doing something that I enjoy, inspired and influenced other people, and it positively impacted their lives, and it allowed them to find something within themselves, then I'm doing my job.
Question number 10. What is some advice you would give a young kid with big dreams?
Young kid with big dreams. That is a really good question. What advice would I give? And I'm thinking this at what I'll tell my own self, my younger self. But any kid with big dreams, go for your dreams. No dream is impossible. You know, this was a dream of mine as a kid, and now we're sitting in one of my dreams as a reality as an adult now. So, like any kids out there, whatever dream you have, whatever aspirations you want to go for it. You know, the world is your playground. This is all clay, you know, and we're artists. We get to mold our future to whatever we want, especially with the internet, you know, with social media. It opens up so many doors. So take advantage of it. Live out your dreams. Be yourself. Turn this into anything. Make yourself a believer of yourself. Prove yourself wrong. Prove yourself like, I didn't even know I could do that. I didn't even know I could do this. Give yourself that enjoyment, that excitement, that what's a good word? Trust yourself.
Yes.
Trust and believe in yourself. Trust the journey. Trust the process. Like my brother say, the product process. You got the product wrong. Trust the product process.
There you go. Great answer. Okay, now that's not the last question. I got one surprise question for you.
Okay.
Okay, now who do you think everybody in the Bay should buy their flowers from on Valentine's Day?
Aroma de Flor!
Yay!
I got my mom's flowers from, my mom loves it.
Aw.
Yeah, all flowers, you gotta get it from here. Can I take them all?
Yes, you can take the box. Yeah, give it to your mom.
Yeah, I'll give it to my mom.
Yes.
Because I ain't got no girlfriend, so my mom is the one that's gonna get these flowers.
Ladies, you're single.
But thank you so much. Hyphy Wifey podcast. Shout out to y'all, the whole team. I just want to say thank y'all for having us. Thank you for bearing with us, and I'm wishing y'all so much success. And I know y'all finna go crazy this year, 2025. The team is amazing. Y'all came correct. Y'all got camera A, B, C. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the notes and everything. And this is what it's about. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful experience. And it made my day. So thank y'all. Thank you, Hyphy Wifey podcast, for having me as a guest and for making my day.
Aw,
I appreciate that. We'll give y'all a round of applause.